Hello everyone, Fernando here, and today what I have is something that I've been looking for 10 years now. This is the Road Rippers Monster Truck Dodge Raminator. This I got at Goodwill yesterday for about $3, and it's been with me ever since. Now, when I first saw it, after when I actually moved it, just to be sure it had a slip gear, just to be sure nothing was broken. Well, unfortunately, I noticed there was something broken, and that being the the gear on the all-wheel drive system, mainly the rear one actually. That one was slipped, but while it was in a way slipped, however, it actually popped out of place, so I was able to pop it back on though. So yeah, but the front one, the crown gear for this one is actually slipped. So yeah, which a lot of times are not fixable. Given that when you buy these used, a lot of times kids that buy these just tend to be very aggressive and they beat the heck out of them all the time. So yeah. But anyways, besides that though, well, in a way, I am gonna go ahead and fix it so that way it doesn't break. I'm gonna go ahead and prefix it so that way it doesn't break. That way it doesn't worsen. So, yeah, but that's besides the point. As you saw in my thumbnail, you can see that the left headlight on this one is out. So yeah, well the right one does work, just that the left one is out. So yeah, but it's nothing too severe though, which thankfully it's not. So yeah. Anyways, here's the Raminator in action. So here you go. I'm really happy I finally have one. Now I wanted was a 2009 one. I actually wanted to get was the '09 one, but instead I actually got an '07, which was fine because I mean I don't have that. Well, I did have a white Bigfoot monster truck of one of these at one point, but however, my dumb thought my dumbass didn't know how to take these things apart though, so instead I ended up losing all the gears for this one, um and then I broke one of the big gears on accident. Oh, well, it was unintentional because I didn't know how to take these apart then. But now that I do that, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So, yeah, I do have another Bigfoot, but mine's the 2010 one. So, yeah. Well, it is based out. Well, this particular Bigfoot is from 2009. Mine in this case is actually from 2010. So, yeah. Otherwise, I do have the Ramunition and Snakebite, which both have orange buttons, and the Bigfoot has the red buttons, but this one has the yellow buttons. So, yeah. But I'm happy to say that I have one of these. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart. So, yeah. See you then. Okay, so now that the two wheels are off, I forgot to mention that the left axle on this one is bent, so I'm gonna go ahead and reshape that as well too. So yeah, and also if you're working on these though, first or second gen, I would recommend working on ones with the brass with brass axles because these are actually a lot easier to get than the ones with the steel or metal axles, given that brass absorbs heat more, but then steel or metal or iron absorbs less heat though. So actually it's the steel ones that actually absorb less heat though, so because of that it makes removing these very difficult. So if we're gonna work on one of these, whether it's stubby base or the first or second gen or early second gen of one of these though, like any of these monster trucks, I recommend getting ones with the brass axles or brass screws. So that way it makes repairing on these a bit easier. I know they can be painful, but just trust me when I say this. So yeah. And also one tip, if you're gonna like remove the wheels, if you're having a hard time, I recommend these wire strippers because these actually have much better grip though. When you hold on to the to the axle with the when you grab onto the axle with the wire stripper, at the same time you can also move the wheel back and forth, so that way it makes it easier. Like when you move it back and forth and then pull it, you won't have to struggle like what happened last time with me though, because at the time I didn't know how to do this. So yeah, I'll explain how I actually learned this. So yeah, at the end of the video. So see you then. Okay, so now that I've gotten all the wheels off and then the screws off, yeah, now I'm inside the Raminator. Also, mind the Scottish accent, but oh boy, this thing is burnt to the crisp right there. Yeah, that incandescent bulb is burnt to the crisp. Oh, oh my. Anyways, yeah, that was just random. Anyways, I got the bulb off, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. So, also, you might also want to pardon another thing, but I lost my other set of bulbs, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and take one of those off from my now scrap 2006 Road Rippers Top 10 Comeback Hummer H2 though. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll get back to you guys in a bit. So, yeah, see ya. Well, it's fixed. Removed the old light bulb that was burnt to a crisp, and now it has a new one. Check this out. All I have to do now is just put it back, and it should be all set and good to go. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I have the headlight back on, the left one. Anyways, as you can see, I have disassembled the frame. So yeah, right now I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew the gearbox so I can actually get inside and fix that big gear right there. Cause well, it is actually in good shape, thank God. I don't want to worsen the condition of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue it. So yeah, I'm also gonna service the gearbox and motor along the way. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm done. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Well, here it is now that I have it out though. No, I haven't gotten around to gluing the gear just yet, but this is before I even do. I'm gonna go ahead and straighten the axle because as you can see it is bent, so yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd tell you. Okay, so it's fixed. I super glued and put baking soda on the big gear, so here's that. And then I also straightened the axles, so no longer is this thing bent. Now it's straight. So now it can move smoothly. Now it can glide smoothly. As for this, I don't honestly do not want to deal with those crown gears, because no matter how hard I even try fixing these. From my experience, these tend to slip every time, so yeah, forget about it. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. I have tried a couple times, even on my other road rippers, like the Ramunition from 2014, Snakebite, and then Bigfoot. Well, Bigfoot, as far as I know, I haven't used it in a while, so I think it still works. But yeah, I know. My major damage. Although I fixed a while back in 2019, though, at least it still runs good though. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Raminator back on. So see you guys in a bit. Well, it's fixed. And about the wire stripper technique that I learned 5 years ago, believe it or not, I mean, no one taught. Just so you know, no one taught me how to do this, but like I just did it by random and how exactly. So it started with my stubby base monster truck Hummer H1 T Rex, and as I was trying to add new grip or teeth to the axle just so the gear could fit in nicely. The more I did it, the more it would eat away the axle, and it got to where it actually broke on accident. So because of this, I was left with I was left with a half or a tiny little axle. So yeah. So what I did is given that I would try to given that I had the it's kind of a hard one for me to explain because it's been a long time since I've learned this. So yeah, but it was just done out of randomness. So yeah. So as I was moving the wheel back and forth on mine, um, it just ended up coming off nicely, and because of this, now that I've done it, I could actually no longer worry about having to fear just not being able to take the wheels off properly like I should have. So yeah, but now that I've learned this, I won't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, so now that I can actually now fix these though, it won't be a problem anymore. So yeah, I'll actually show this in a future video on how to take apart the how to remove the wheels on your Road Ripper's monster truck just with the wire stripper. So yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd tell you. So here you go. So yeah. Now in the last clips that I had of this, as you heard, the pitch on this one was different, but that's because I had rechargeable batteries. And while I was on the but as I actually removed the resistors from the motor, suddenly the batteries on those started going weak, so I just ended up removing the old rechargeable batteries and just put fresh Duracell batteries. So yeah, just like regular batteries on this one. See, so yeah. And although it is missing the battery compartment, I do have a spare one. So yeah, which I have from the 2007 Bigfoot that no longer works though. So yeah. Anyways, here's the Dodge Raminator in action. So here you go. And yeah. Well, it does move back and forth smoothly. However, that's only because I didn't bother fixing the front wheel drive system, because every time I do, no matter, I mean, the thing is, they're always gonna break, but even if they're fixed properly, however, these do not perform right at all whatsoever for whatever reason. So I just didn't even want to bother with it at all. So that. So yeah, the rear wheel drive one was the one I actually was able to get working, because this was like the least painful thing to do, given that the gear on this one, um, while it was on the verge of slipping, it was not as bad, so I was able to fix it before it even got worse. So yeah, it's a good thing I fixed it ahead of time before it fell apart. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again next time. So yeah, take care. If you want to check out more of my content, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications to get the latest updated content and stuff from my YouTube channel. So see you there.